Welcome to Simple Software Tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add and use speaker notes in PowerPoint. Now you may notice I don't have any notes showing on this presentation here. And normally the notes pane lies right down below the slide here, but mine isn't showing. And there's two easy ways to do that. So I prefer to do it this way. It's real easy by clicking on this little notes area here, and that will open up the notes pane. Another way to do this is by clicking on View and then Notes, and that also brings up the notes pane. To add notes, all you have to do is just start typing in the notes pane down here. Keep in mind that each slide has its own notes section, so you can have individual notes for each slide, so only what's important to mention on that slide. Notes can also be formatted using bullet points or numbered lists if that's helpful. If you want to use indent, you can do that by using these formatting options up here. A lot of these formatting options actually work with the notes down here. Like you can use bold text if you want to emphasize important key points, or you can use italics if you want to italicize something or underline something, or even if you want to strike through text if needed. Now keep in mind that not all of these formatting options will appear when you view in normal view, what we're looking right here. And you can see which view you're in by clicking on View and then see we're in normal view. But they will be shown in Notes view if that matters to you. And then just a quick tip, when you're using notes for a presentation, format the notes using lists or bolding or whatever other formatting is helpful to ensure that the notes are easy to read. If you just have a paragraph in here, it might be easy to get mixed up and lost where you left off. So it helps to use bullet points or numbered lists so you can kind of keep track of where you're at. Now, if the notes pane is too small, you can hover right here. See how my mouse changes? So right here, it's the arrow, and then here it changes to this double arrow. So once it changes to that double arrow, you can hold down your left mouse button, and you can drag, and you can move it so you can make as much room as you need here. So that's a really handy way to do that. And earlier I had mentioned the notes page, and the notes page is a way to view each slide with its notes down below. So if you click on the View tab up here, right now we're in normal view, but if you click on Notes view, you're going to see the slide here and then all of the notes. Now earlier when I mentioned that formatting might not show up on the slide, in the notes panel, but it will show up here. This is where it will show up. So I'm going to just scroll. You can either drag here, or I'm just rolling my mouse, and you can see how the formatting changes because I did some different things there. See, this text is a lot bigger. So there's lots of different options there. Now something else that I think is cool is if you check out the other views here. So this is the notes view. I also think it's cool to look at the outline view. So what the outline view does is you can see an outline of the notes here. So if you need to change something, or you just kind of want to have an overview of all the content in your slide, you can easily see it here using outline view. And feel free to, click and check out these other views as well. I'm going to go back to normal here. So now, viewing notes when presenting. So I have 3 monitors right now. So when I click on the slideshow to present this information, my windows are going to go in a few different places since I have the different monitors. So it's good to get familiar with that before actually presenting so you know what to expect. So when you're in presenter view, so that means you're presenting the PowerPoint. You're not showing all of this stuff here. You're showing the actual presentation that you've been building. The notes are going to be visible in the bottom right corner of the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. So again, I like to just click down here, this slideshow button down here right next to the zoom area. You can click on that. Otherwise, you can click on slideshow. You can choose where you want to start from. So if you want to start from the beginning, that'll kick you all the way back to the first slide. Or if you want to just present from the current slide, you can click there. When you click this button down here at the bottom that I like, the slideshow button, it's going to just start presenting from the slide that you're on. So I'm going to go ahead and just click that one. And now what you can't see that I will bring over here is that we have the speaker notes. So this is what you'll see is these speaker notes here, and you can resize that. So typically you want this on the screen that only you can see, and your slide notes are going to be showing up right down here. Your current slide will show right here on the left, and then the next slide appears right over here. And when you click on these arrows, the people watching the presentation are going to see what you see up here. So if I go back, they're going to also see the slide go back. And your notes are located right here, all these notes that you've added to prepare for this. And if you need to adjust the sizing, you can use these little icons down here. So if you need to make it bigger, you can click on this big A on the left, or if that's too big, you can shrink it down a little bit. Maybe you don't need it that large. Now, if you click on the slideshow button and the notes and the slideshow are opposite of where you want them, that's real easy to change. You just go right up here to display settings and click on swap presenter view and slideshow. So that's going to change where they are. See, mine's a little zoomed in here. So I'm going to switch back. And then if you need to access the taskbar and it's hidden by this window, you can just click on show taskbar, and that's going to show you the taskbar so you can switch programs. And then when you're ready to end it, you can either click on end slideshow here, or you can hit the escape button. Either does the job. And then I wanted to touch on one more thing, because not everybody has the luxury of having 3 monitors. So if you have just 1 monitor or 2, typically when you're in an online meeting, you can choose what you want to share. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it back in that presenter view here. And then what I'm going to do is I have a Google Meet. I'm going to just start a Google Meet real quick to show you how this works. Okay, here's my Google Meet. Now, if I am in a meeting and I want to share my presentation, so that's not these slides here, that's not the window with the notes in it, I want to show the nice presentation that I've been working so hard on, I can click on Share Screen here. And now this is going to let me choose what I want to share. Now, if you want to share your nice presentation, the slideshow that you've been creating, you're going to click on Select Window or Screen and look for PowerPoint Slideshow. That's where the nice presentation is. So don't pay attention to these other items here. Focus on PowerPoint Slideshow. That's going to share your nice presentation that you've made. And what you'll see here is a preview of that, so you'll know exactly what you're sharing. So this is where you can, if you need to jump back and say, oh, I went to the wrong screen here, you can jump back clicking on those navigation arrows that I showed you, and see now I took it back to the very beginning. And now I can click allow, and that's going to allow me to share that nice presentation that I made. And now if I need to, I can bring up my notes in front of this, and it's not going to show, see, it'll only show this finished presentation. It's not going to show my slide notes here. So hopefully that's not too confusing, but just wanted to show you how you can present in an online meeting without having multiple monitors. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe for more tutorials and visit simplesoftwaretutorials.com for step-by-step guides and free resources. Thanks for watching.